It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Falcons and the Vikings under the lights on Thursday night.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one with Charles Davis. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
2nd and 5. Jefferson going to go in motion right. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short throw to Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Locates Hardman for another catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it to Addison. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to Addison on the out route. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Stroud looking to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Stroud out of the gun here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To the right side and intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Stroud. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Mixing up the middle. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Minnesota. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Hardman. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Previous
with all
play
reviews
is
coming
under
from the
review.
replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back look to throw again. Pass complete to Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll set up to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nicole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here, because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here is 3rd down and 4. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Stroud now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jefferson going to go in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On third down, Mixon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Stroud off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Stroud working out of the gun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Stroud looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Mixon will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So all eyes on the Falcons. Trailing 17-10, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stroud to throw it. Into the hands of Ingram.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Bust through the tackle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Stroud. This is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall. So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.